This is Wilbur, and we're playing Mechabellum.
Hey, it's Wilbur back. We got a really fun replay analysis to do today. I was playing this game, and it went the distance here. We have myself up against a 201 player. Looks like we have our opponent's picking Rhino Specialist, and I grab the Typhoon Specialist with this kind of unorthodox start, the Mustang Crawler. However, I have been kind of thinking this start isn't as bad as it used to be because of the changes to the unlock. A lot of 200 cost units are now free to unlock. So in this game I actually grabbed the Steel Ball right away because I know I need something to kill these Sabertooths, and certainly Crawlers and Mustangs are going to struggle in that department. So both of us are kind of be playing a asymmetric start with my opponent starting on the right and me starting on the left. Oh, never mind. He switches to a symmetric aggro start with splitting his packs in half, where I stay very left-sided here. So I think we'll be taking this round. The Steel Balls are going to get onto the Sabertooth pretty quick without losing a single ball pack, and we're going to get that tower. I think a tower timing is going to look good here because our tower falls first, and then his tower is going to fall before ours does again. So we should be able to... Looks like we're going to pick off some Crawlers with the Mustangs, but we're going to make our way over to the second tower and destroy it. There goes that second tower. So we're going to get pretty much free access into this Sabertooth here for our Steel Balls. They're going to arrive and lock on right away. Looks like we did lose that Steel Ball that locked. So it looks like these Crawlers are actually going to finish us off here. I thought we won this first round, but we did not. So into this round two, we get a bunch of interesting cards. I take the Subsidized Steel Ball because I probably will be unlocking or playing some more of this game. I think my opponent takes the Rhino Assault. I've been really struggling with these kind of early drop cards like the Wasp Underground Threat and the Rhino Assault. They've been really snatching a bunch of rounds from me lately. So this card, like these cards, have been kind of a bane in my existence lately. So my deployments this round, I opt for a Steel Ball and a Crawler on the flank. And my opponent is going to go for the Goomba Stomp onto the Steel Balls here, adding two kind of defending missiles here. I think he was thinking, okay, I'm going to get Rhino dropped. So we actually see 3 missiles come out this round. Another one here to destroy that front line I had. So this round I'm going to get absolutely ran over due to the flanks kind of just coming in this round. We do lose our tower again, but I haven't really started to defend it yet. So this round we are going to take some heat, but my opponent's spending a lot of money on consumable items and that Rhino drop. So this round I grabbed the Fire Badger to help get through the front line chaff units, and I think my opponent grabs the Phantom Rays here. So I add a Fire Badger to the flank here to kind of vaporize these chaff units, and then the big level 3 Badger is going to be up in front here to kind of destroy this cluster units. Hound getting added to destroy that flank I put in last round, and then I have leveled this tower, and I'm going to add a Fire Badger pack here to get rid of the Crawlers at least. And then just these bigger units are going to be left on this side of the board. The 2-1 player is going to pick up secondary armaments for these Sabertooths, looking to stick with the Saber to get rid of these Steel Balls. And they're also that secondary armament's going to help out against the Fire Badgers a lot. But with our flank now not having the Summoning Sickness, we do a lot better this round on that left side. Plus the addition of the Fire Badgers help our Steel Balls connect faster. Our towers are still going down, but you can see there's no Crawlers left thanks to our Fire Badger that we deployed over there. so there isn't going to be as much difficulty getting through the units that are left over here. I was a little worried about this because the Phantom Rays are have the armor enhancement available. With the secondary armaments, we actually do lose this round. Our steel balls do go down and all those Mustangs get cleaned up. But with secondary armaments, it'll shut down my Mustangs. So I was pretty worried about that this game since I was a Mustang heavy board already. I go for the deployment mod, and my opponent goes for the Ion Blast, looking to clear out units across my front line. I shift over my Fire Badger to get running away from that Sabertooth that was deployed. I don't want this Fire Badger just to get blown up. See another Sabertooth coming down over here, and another Sabertooth was bought to help destroy the flank that I've been developing. So these Fire Badgers aren't going to be long for this world with the two Sabertooths targeting them right away. So with the $600 left, I unlock the Phoenix, Mass Recruit, and grab a Phoenix. I'm worried about these Phantom Rays getting armor this round, and without something like a Phoenix or a Marksman on board, I won't be able to kill him with the Mustang. I add my Typhoon that I got up in the top left to try to get these crawlers home, and a flanking crawler on the top right. My opponent also adds his Rhino drop, or his he's a Rhino specialist, so his level 2 Rhino comes down in the bottom left with a pack of crawlers to assist it. So zoom out a little bit. We'll see my crawlers don't quite get the tower timing. We both lose our tower about the same time. And then this tower is also going to go down to that level 2 Rhino drop. So we just have the Phoenixes and some Mustangs left. The Phoenixes turn to shoot crawlers instead of shooting the tower. So this ball of units is going to... this Rhino's not going to go down. The crawlers are going to protect it from those Phoenixes. So there goes a couple crawlers. I don't end up taking the tower. And the Phantom Rays are going to clean up my Phoenixes that I bought this round. So having a really hard time winning around here. So here we see like a really high level Fang drop. I grab that right away. There are some other pretty solid choices here. I think Scorpion, Vulcan, and the Farseer all have arguments here, especially for my opponent. When it grabs Vulcan, I do like this pickup. I have quite a few chaff units on this left side, and the only thing that this Vulcan's going to struggle with is the Fire Badger and the Steel Ball. With it being equal level to the Steel Ball, it should be able to burn through those Steel Balls as well. So down here I take one of those high level Fangs and drop it on the bottom flank, and I add some Steel Balls and purchase the fortified targeting because there's so many medium units on the board now. I really want those Steel Balls to lock, and the addition to the Vulcan, I'll see this round 2 is another good target. I do add another one of those high level Fangs over here. I guess this was a level 1 Fang, but this guy is a high level Fang coming over here to help stop this tower from falling so fast. So I rapid resupply and get enhanced range as well to help afford all of these purchases this round. So here we'll see that Rhino going down to the Steel Balls. There's just so much going on this map, it's hard to capture it all zoomed in. So we didn't really fare that much better over here with the addition of the Fangs, and this big Vulcan is just causing us so much issues. Our Steel Balls are going to go to the tower this time though and grab it before our second tower is dropped here. And our Phoenixes are going to clean up those Phantom Rays, so we are going to get on board this round. There's nothing left to kill these Phoenixes, and we have that high level Fang pack, you know, also DPSing down quite a bit. I did add range to them immediately. High level Fangs are no joke when it comes to the damage numbers. So this round we had some pretty big cards come out. I don't think there's a good spot for Lightning Storm on my opponent's board. Like, there's this cluster units here and this cluster units here. I just decide to ignore it. My opponent gets his Rhino drop back and does the Goomba Stomp on the Fire Badger and adds the Lightning Storm here. I actually opted for the, I believe the enhanced defense system, so 30% defense. So that's going to help these Steel Balls tank a little bit more. Add another Steel Ball pack here, hoping to get a lock onto this Vulcan and the Sabertooth sooner. I think this round I should have looked for a mobile beacon play through the middle here to this tower, but that play will come a little bit later. So adding some bubbles here to protect my units from the Vulcan and the lightning storm. I do go for the levels on the Fangs. If you look at their damage scores last round, it's 32k for that guy. And he was like 60k last round, so the Fangs were really putting out the damage. This guy was doing pretty well too. You see that lightning storm just devastates our board, so we're gonna lose a pretty drastic round here. But I'm trying to, you know, develop my board, and going down to 27 HP here, looking pretty desperate for some round wins. Here we get a orbital bombard as well, so I'm just getting like back to back cards that are just going to destroy my board. So it's really demoralizing. As a, you know, I'm trying to like kind of curb this aggression, and there's just so many active cards that keep coming up this game that can swing a board so easy in a round. So here I go for an oil and orbital bombard over here to slow this push down, and then I recognize finally that this this middle section of the board is wide open for a mold beacon ball play. I add another ball pack up here to help get through the Sabertooth. Also getting range now, so a pretty good combo for steel balls is range plus the fortified targeting. With range, they can find those heavy targets easier. So we'll zoom out again here. Opponent did sell out of this flank, so the mole beacon will find the tower and find this Sabertooth. And with the oil plus bombard, we destroy this right side as well. So this time round, we finally turn the game around a little bit and get some tempo in our favor. But we're doing very little damage, so we have quite a few more rounds to try to win. So I kind of, you know, phase palm here, seeing the mothership, the mobilized battleship card comes out. I'm like, okay, this guy just keeps clicking all these big spells, so I'm probably gonna have to deal with this crap again. Another ion beam comes down. This time I go for a mold beacon to the left side tower. I add the mothership in the back to try to pop a tower. At the same time, I try to address what's going to happen on my board. I leveled this tower to 3, this tower to 2. I add a crawler back here, so if he does drop that mothership in the center, it's going to be distracted by these crawlers. And I grab a bunch of levels on these steel balls, and also add energy absorption so that they heal. So really trying to get the most out of my steel balls against all of these Sabertooths and this Vulcan. Opponent grabbing oil as well, going to oil the center of the board. After he saw that it is kind of a weak spot, that's a pretty good option for him there. Take a look at the damage numbers on our Fangs again. You know, this guy's put up 95k, so don't underestimate the power of like high-level Fang drops. So with the barrier, it helps to protect against those that Ion Blast a little bit, and we do punch through with the tower take from the Overlord this round. Our opponent does have some anti-air Mustangs now, so the Overlord doesn't have much of a chance once it gets locked by those Mustangs. But we have so many steel balls left. We are going to take the round again. Let's watch it kind of play out here. You can just see the power of like those high-level Fangs just mowing through these hounds with armor. So we get the big Wraith drop. Big Wraiths are always a really kind of swingy unit drop, so I definitely grab it. I'm going to double tech it with armor and degen beam. My opponent also grabs the big Wraith, getting the degen beam and range. Well, I took the repair Yeah, because I think the only thing he had was the Mustang to do damage to air units this round, so I grab a level 2 as well and stick it over here. My opponent does the exact same thing, except he goes for 2 wraiths, and or 3 wraiths, and I went for 2. Adding that mole beacon back again. I think he went for the Hound armor here to stop the Typhoon damage. I also had these Mustangs since the beginning of the game, so armor will help them. Armor also helps against the Fire Badgers. So trying a little mole beacon of his own, he's moving this Sabertooth away that's going to get locked pretty fast by these steel balls with the fortified targeting system. I sell out of my ball that was down here to defend that flank. So we'll watch all these degen beam plays kind of carry out here. So his Wraith going down to some Phoenixes that I dropped. I believe I sold my Phoenix and then replaced my Phoenix once I saw that Wraith drop. So this one Phoenix pack is going to make a huge difference this round, racking up giant damage numbers against these Wraiths. Almost doing 100k damage. Bringing my opponent down to 41 HP. Another one of these big red cards coming down. These big spells is playing such a pivotal role in this game. So my opponent gets the Rhino Assault and the Mobilized Mothership, Battleship this time. So he puts it down on the right corner. Me thinking he's going to do it again. I also grabbed the Battleship card. He's quad-teched his race now with the Artillery and the Healing now. I think this round I just grab a bunch of Phoenixes and upgrade my balls again. And I put the Battleship down. I think I keep it in the center of the map to try to pop these wraiths. Looking for a mobile beacon too. Once again doing that mobile beacon getaway. So upgrading my fangs again. Keeping these guys leveled up to 5 now. There's the Phoenixes added to my board to help kill the wraiths. I think I add one here and then one in the back. And this guy, I think a mistake my opponent made was actually putting this Rhino here. It actually pulled my crawlers back so that the Phoenixes had enough time to destroy that Rhino itself. So the only thing left there was the Battleship. And over here I'm winning out on the left side pretty strong. Finally turned that around. I think what happened too, my opponent sold his Vulcan. I think maybe that was a bit of a misstep because I have too much chaff that survives now. Do lose that tower, but at the same time, there's not enough over here to capitalize on it. So we are going to win this game with the few Phoenixes left, and the Wraith plus these gigantic Fangs are going to make short work of the Battleship. So turning a near loss into a win this game. I think my opponent played well enough to win. I mean, 27 HP is like the difference of maybe like a crawler. Maybe, I don't even know how much damage crawlers do, but it's, you know, maybe 2 or 3 crawlers and he wins this game. So I think maybe the moral of the story is, like, you know, if you want to try to tempo out somebody with big spells, I think it's certainly a way to win. It almost worked this game, but if you can weather the storm of all those big spells, those big red cards, you can turn boards around and out-tempo your opponent, just because you usually have more units, more techs. Well, the money that he spent on those spells is going into your board instead. So I think that was the difference maker in these later rounds. He also went for the advanced targeting system, which I don't think played a big role this game. Like, that extra 10 range when I'm playing aggro isn't going to matter because all my units want to be up in your face anyway. And that's one of the most expensive cards in the game at 400 credits. So I don't usually recommend that card unless you're doing like standard v standard, where you're, you know, your ranged, like, you know, your marksman and your melting points and your arc lights are going to be the difference makers. And I think in this type of setup, the advanced targeting system is kind of just a misstep. So I hope you enjoyed this super close game and all of the little decisions that kind of went into how this one played out. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.
We have quite the selection for you here. 2 Mechabellum videos just for you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like this video. Watch out for flanks coming your way.